Welcome back, everybody. We are going to do another pod review for you today, and I think I'm going to do it on this one right here. And this is called the Xion Mutant Pepper. Xion, I think, Xenon. What a name. What a beautiful plant. You can see this thing's absolutely loaded with peppers. I mean, look at all the peppers on this thing. This thing's incredible. I mean, I can't imagine all the peppers that come off of here. Now, the bad thing about these particular mutant varieties is even though it has a lot of peppers, there's only like 2 or 3 seeds in each pod. It's not a heavy seeded variety, these mutant varieties. So that's an unfortunate thing about it. So it looks like I have a lot of peppers. There's just not a lot of seed. So I'll get some seed off it, but just not a ton of it. But you can see it's still going to town. There's a ton of flowers on it. Here's some of the flowers. Okay, that's the flowers. Here's some of the pods. That's a Xenon too. This one's just been stuffed in the corner. Should have never really did that, but it's growing nice the way it is. It's happy there, so we're just going to leave it there. But out of all the pods you see on here, there's an actual ripe one in there, and we're going to do a pod review on this early. And as you can see, I got my hands full with pod reviews this year, and we got so many reviews to do. I just don't know how I'm going to actually get to them all. I may have to skip quite a few of them. There's just no way I can do it. I got over 300 varieties, and they're all starting to flower and fruit now, which means I'm going to have to do like 5 to 10 pod reviews a day. I'm just not going to be able to keep up with that. My stomach is going to get a hole in it. I mean, there's just way too many reviews. And most of the stuff you're seeing here is all new for the first time. So you got that Xenon one here. Over here you got, I forgot what this one was called. This one's really weird. That one's really, really weird. I got to grow that out. It's called Ornate Peach. That one's real weird. That's a weirdo right there. So, yeah, we got that one. And then, we got a couple of Xenons growing. We got a bunch of these growing. So, we're going to do a review on this. Let's go and pop that pod off of there. It's not totally right, but it's get us in the ballpark anyway. Like I say, I need to get these done and out of my way. If it's even remotely close to being ready, I'm getting them done because I just can't wait anymore, guys. I literally got to get through these now. You can see the calyx on that is that atypical mutant calyx. It's a mutant calyx. I'm going to be working on crossing these over with a couple of other varieties, maybe this year. Or I'm not sure, but I'm not going to go directly to the original Candlelight. I might cross them over with a couple of these Xenon variety here. As you can see, this plant, you can see how big that plant is. That plant's about 2 feet tall. It's the biggest mutant variety I've ever gotten. So I've never had my mutants get any bigger than, say, 6 inches. This one's like almost 2 feet, if not bigger than 2 feet. This is like maybe even 30 inches, this one here. It's the biggest mutant I ever seen. Here's one up here. This one's really super wicked looking. I can't see because I don't know what you're seeing. But man, this is another one that's going to be great. That one we got to look that. You got to check that thing out when we get to it. But yeah, I just want to show you this plant off a little bit here. Just kind of really give you a good view of it. Just a beautiful plant. I'm so impressed with it. But all of these mutant varieties are all doing the same thing. They're all giving me pods that look like this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cross this over. And what that means, when you keep seeing, they're all different mutant varieties. They've all been crossed over. This has been crossed over 2 or 3 times. That's been crossed over. This is crossed over. We got another crossover right here. But all these pods are all coming out long like this. What we're going to do is we're going to cross this so the pod shapes change. That's the next goal. And we need to get out of these long shapes and into more of a, more of like maybe a ball type of pepper or something like that, or a cherry pepper shape. We want to get out of this long shape. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on getting us out of that, and then we'll work on getting the dragon's breath or something like that into this variety, and then that way we can get a super hot mutant or some sort like that. We'll work on it. I got all winter to do it, but that is that. So anyway, that's it, guys. That is your Xenon pepper. So let's turn you around and give that a go. What's up, guys? We're going to do a pod review on this little pepper right here, and it's called the Xion Mutant, which is a great little name for such a pepper. I like that name, Xenon. It really goes with it. And it's a wonderful little pepper. It looks quite fiery, but definitely liking it. I'm definitely liking all these new designs that are coming out with the mutants. You guys are doing a great job crossing them over. I just think that we need to start moving into different pod sizes and shapes, and we need to get into larger plant sizes. So I'm going to start working on some of these myself, and we're going to work on getting a few of these oddballs out of there. I do like these newer designs. Now that you guys introduced some of the different genetics into these plants seem to be getting larger, and they're really exhibiting a really strange effect. Now that you got them into that stage, I'm going to start bringing some of my other varieties into that, and hopefully we can end up with some pretty wicked stuff. So anyway, there it is. The Xion Mutant. Let's give that a bite. Wow, those pods are loaded with seeds. That's a good sign. You guys did a good job crossing it in there. We just need to get that shape changed over to a something different. Got to get a little bead pepper in there, marble pepper. It's got a nice flavor, believe it or not. Actually, this thing has a very, very nice flavor. Now, this is going to be considered an ornamental pepper, just so you guys know. I mean, if you want to grow this for like production, so you could like make salsa or something with it, you can if you want to. This one will certainly give you the pods to do it, but again, it's more for the novelty of it. It's not really meant to be a culinary type of variety, but you can if you want to. It's a nice flavor on this thing. This thing's all seeds. Unusual. Usually you don't see that many seeds in there. Okay, so I squeezed out the seeds. I hate chewing seeds, guys. There it is. So let's get a better handle of that flavor. It's really short, comes and goes. Skins are really thick on it. Little bit tangy. It's almost sweet. It's got a little heat on it, but it's not really hot at all. What an interesting flavor on it. It's got almost a little bit of a sweetness to it, but yeah, it's a little bit on the tangy side. But it has a nice type of annum wild flavor, almost bird pepper flavor. If you ever tasted a candlelight pepper, it would taste something like that. I'm spitting the seeds out. There's a lot of seeds in that pod, guys. I didn't expect that. There was a lot of them in there. So I could probably offer a regular amount of seed for this, at a decent price, because there's so many seeds in the pod. It might be just one pod. I don't know. Maybe all the rest of them. But if I get a decent amount of seed, I'll offer it at a fair price for a good amount of seed. Now, again, the flavor is kind of like a typical, should I say, ornamental flavor. Heat is really, really low. I would say the heat, at best, maybe 100 at best. It wasn't very hot. Skins were kind of thick on it, but the flavor of it was very nice. Very, very pleasant. This is the kind of pepper I could just walk into a garden and just like start munching on them. I don't like them terribly hot. Especially on hot days. I don't like to eat really, really hot peppers because it's already hot. I'm sweating, and now I'm eating hot peppers. They ain't making my day better. But this kind of a pepper is the type that I like to eat while in the garden. It's a lower heat, and I could just eat a bunch of them. And then I can, have a tomato or a green bean with it, or maybe one of my gherkins or something like that. Now, again, with the heat, as far as the way the heat is going, like I say, if 100, maybe at best, maybe some of them will be a little hotter. I don't know. There's the calyx on it. They might be a little bit hotter. The way it's hitting my mouth, a very small, soft, glowing type burn. Nothing throbbing, no striking. It's almost like a bicadum type of burn, but with an annum type of effect to it, if that makes any sense. And so it's a very slow, soothing burn. The only thing that's really taken a beating, if you want to use that term, would be the very tip of my tongue, because I was kind of using my tongue to like move it around, go through the skin, and just kind of really get my tongue in there. And it's really mostly all seeds is what it was, seeds and skin. But yeah, it's just not a very high heat. It's just very tip of my tongue. A little bit tickly on the back of the tonsils. The tonsils get it. Like, you know that thing that hangs down in the back? What is that called? The uvula? That thing that hangs down? That got hit a little bit. It's just nice. But nothing spectacular. No heat cups, no nothing like that. Very low, mild type of burn. But yeah, I definitely like this one. If I don't offer it or if I don't have it and you want to buy, I definitely recommend, no matter where you can get it, definitely get seeds for this and give this a grow. I'll show you the plant once more. Just a beautiful, gorgeous plant. It's absolutely loaded with pods, man. I cannot believe how many peppers are on this thing, as opposed to like this. You know, this is your atypical type of what your mutant does. Yeah, it's getting blocked out now from the sun, so yeah, maybe I should move this into the more sunlight, but I'm not going to do it at the moment. But you can see, you know, this is what your normal mutant would put out, just a small little handful of pods like that. You might get, well, here's another mutant. You might get some more of those like that, or something like that. You know, but you don't see this. This is unusual. This is, holy smokes, man. Look at all the mutant seeds that are going to come out of this thing. That's amazing. So, yeah, we're definitely looking forward to this. So, hopefully, you know, if you've never heard of the xenon pepper, you can probably go online, look it up. There's probably a million people out there got videos on it and stuff. But this is just my take on it, and I'm really impressed with it. I really like it. I'm going to start working on getting the shape of this pepper changed over, and I'm gonna we'll work on getting it into a new shape. So I'll get that done over the winter, and we'll see if we can get some pretty decent different shapes on there. Hopefully something round, or possibly even go right into the super hots. I need to get the shape changed first, and then we can introduce the super hots. I can work the heat afterwards. I gotta build the plant first, and then from there we work the heat. That's how I do it. But anyway, guys, that's it. That's all I know about the xenon. Whatever information I get on the xenon pepper, I will put in the description below. I'll also put it on the website. If you click the link below, it'll be in the description below. And I'll take you over to the website. You can buy seeds there. Hopefully, I'll have that done and made before you see this video. I don't know when I'm putting this video up. But we'll get that out there. You could shoot over there and pick up the seeds there, or pick it up from somewhere else. And that's it. If you know anything else about the xenon that you want to add any information to it, in the description below, feel free to comment below, and I'll add that information. I'll vet it. I'll have to vet it first, and then I'll add that information to the website. And if you do supply information, like you say, well, it's this, it's that, you need to give me a link and link me to where you're getting the information so I can read about it, and I need to proof it. If it's not something I can proof, I can't add it, you know, because I don't want to mislead people to information that may or may not be true. So I do appreciate it, but just include the link if you could. All right, guys, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.